Oh my goodness, I am here. Swear that I'm here. How we all doing? It's a Monday, which is a day, as it so turns out. Today, it's been a week since I've last streamed. I'll be honest, it it's been a week since I've last streamed. Um, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't think of anything to do today. I was just sort of like, I haven't streamed in like a week because of my mouth stuff. I should probably give updates on that. But how's everybody doing? Hopefully you had a good weekend. Mine was really short. I had to do stuff on hold on. I had to do stuff on Friday, which meant my weekend lost the day. It was terrible. It's a 1 day weekend. Very rude. Made today feel really weird. And then what's made today even feel really weirder is the fact that I am a master of sleep schedules. I never fall asleep at the same time, and I never wake up at the same time, and I never know when I'm going to fall asleep, because I never know when I'm going to wake up. Aren't I the best at this? I am so good at this. He's the master of all sleep time! I'll be honest, I have no clue what it is I'm doing today. I've been playing some Star Rail, some Genshin, doing dailies in those. I picked up Guild Wars again yesterday. And by that, I mean I started playing it again yesterday. And I used the character boost to get my Mesmer to 80. And now I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. But, it's all fine. It's all good. In the neighborhood, probably. Give me the other music. There we go. That is the correct music to have in the background of me talking. I haven't played Splatoon in a while. It also was like a week. Okay, I have a mouth problem. If you don't know, my mouth was like blah, and I was like blah, and it was like blah. And now for the last 2 weeks, our entire stream schedule has been a mess because of it. But don't worry. I have a solution. I don't actually know what that solution is, but I have a solution. I have a dentist appointment on Friday where they're going to look at my mouth again. This is not going to fix the problem because that would be hard. Fixing problems is hard. But looking at the problems over and I've got a glowing thing on my head. Hi glowing thing. Hi Nox. Congratulations on being first. Are you a glowing thing on my head? Why are you there? It's very trippy. Hopefully you're having a good day. Just walking, so listening. That's okay. I'm just chatting, so talking. It's a mess. What was I saying? Oh yeah. No, they're gonna be just looking at the problem with my mouth again. Just looking. No solving, because nobody solves problems anymore. We just keep looking at them. And eventually, just eventually, it'll be fine. Huh. How do subs work again? I forget how I told Nox to do the sub thing. It probably doesn't need to happen anyway. But yeah, no, I am amazing at being alive and awake and at walking into dentists and being like, my problem is my mouth. And they're like, yes, that is why you're at a dentist. And I'm like, can you fix it? And they're like, give us another week and we'll look at it. And then they go and look at it and they're like, okay, we're going to send you over to this guy and he'll look at it. And he goes, and then I go to him and he's like, okay, I need you to come back in a couple weeks. But first, you need to go back to the place that saw you first time and have them look at it again. And then I'm like, okay. And then the other place is like, yeah, we'll look at it. Just give us a week. And then I go to them and they're like, okay. We looked at it again. Can you go back to the other people so they can look at it? And I'm like, okay, who's gonna solve this problem? Like, no, we don't solve problems here. It's a dentist. We just look at problems. They're very fun to look at. This one's very colorful, very bright. Deal with it. And that's why my mouth hurts, because we keep looking at problems and not solving them. Also, it's 1,000 degrees in here. And that was before I turned on the lights and stuff for the computer. Oh my goodness. Can I ask you guys a question? Who controls the heat of the universe? And could I tell them to turn it down a smidge? Because they're really starting to get on my nerves. It's pretty bad. But yes, it's been a week. I am very scared. Is this? First of all, is this music loud for anyone? I don't know. This is a just chatting stream, which means I have no clue what I'm doing, because when it comes to just chatting, I never know what I'm doing. Solar system is the sun. We can turn that down a bit, I think. Probably. Hold on. I'm gonna just, yeah, the thing still comes disconnected when I look to the side. I don't know why. It's supposed to be connected to my body, just like the first one. But every time I reload it, it breaks. See? It's connected to the head. It's not that hard. Why don't you just work the first time? It's so problematic. And then when I get rid of it, bring it back, look, it does the same thing. I wonder if it's coming in with settings that I don't like. I wonder if it's just coming in with old settings. Movement unlocked. No, I want that locked. That way I could actually see it. This one's called Blanket. Yeah, it's got the rotation and the smoothing and settings saved. Why is it not working then? It's not gonna be there. It's gonna be over here if it's anywhere. Way at the bottom. I don't know. It don't work. That's all I know. None of my stuff ever works. When's the last time I made anything that worked right the first time, guys? When's the last time? I'm gonna assume it was never, because I don't do that. But I do have a blanket. I was gonna say I know what we can do on stream, and then I realized I can't do that on this computer, so I can't even do that on stream. I can't do art on stream, guys. I'm sorry. The music is going, just like my brain. I had a crazy idea, but then I realized that I don't have the ideas to make my crazy idea into an idea. But the crazy idea was, why don't I just make a game? And then my crazier idea was, I don't know what kind of game that I'd want to make. I don't have a grand game in mind. I don't. Not one. But you know what? I could make a game. It could be about birds and horses and even a single cactus. Its name is Charles. Oh, great, now the music's gonna get stuck in my head for forever. Make an MMO? Nox? You give me the spare 500 million, I'll make you an MMO. And by make, I mean I'll get somebody else to make it. 500 million is just the upfront cost. We might need more. A lot more. I'm not sure how much. We'll make an MMO and set it in the My Little Pony universe. It'll make perfect sense. First, I'll have to learn about the My Little Pony universe. I'm sure somebody out there knows a little bit about it. But personally, I've never seen an episode. It'll be really hard for me to make it. But I think that's what makes it worthwhile. Some crazy guy's interpretation of something he's never seen. It makes perfect sense. But I do know that Weird Al was in an episode. And that's all that matters. I was sure I would have more to talk about at the beginning of this stream. But really, it's just been pain and inability to sleep and Guild Wars. That's... And Honkai, which I didn't do my stuff today. Classroom of the Elite is so good. I have not seen the newest season. But yeah, it's just... The guy reminds me of you. You know, the main guy is totally you. I don't see how. He's very stoic and very non-caring, which is me to a T. Absolutely. But I don't understand how. I'm not the smart guy, probably. I'm also not very well trained in martial arts anymore. It's been a while. I don't know. I got nothing to say about that because it's just crazy talk. Crazy talk. While you're out here with the crazy talk, I'm going to open up Google and I'm going to go to my anime list because it's my anime list. Fight me. What's coming out this season? What have I been watching recently? Kono Subarashi Sekai ni Shukufuku wo Season 3 is this season. I was trying to watch Season 2, and then I didn't. Mushoku Tensei Season 2 Part 2 is out. I guess I should watch that. I think the new episode was earlier today. I didn't watch it. He's you from high school days. Me from high school days was not good at getting grades. Did I tell the story of how I failed one class in high school? Exactly one class in high school. Okay, fine. In high school, I had an amazing habit of never doing any schoolwork whatsoever, not studying for anything, and just generally lazing by. Don't worry, I would usually do well on the tests. But there are classes that I am really bad at. Really bad at because of my hatred for homework and my hatred for studying. And these two classes, as it turns out, were both language-based. I went to a Catholic school, so they offered the classes of Latin, Spanish, and French. And me, being the hater of everything Spanish, took French and Latin. Every other choice. And you know what? I passed French. But Latin 2, the completely optional course that I did not need to take, I failed it with a 69.3 or 4, I forget. When you needed a 69.5 to round up to a 70 to pass. And why did I fail it? Because I didn't do any homework, didn't study, and my teacher was just like, you know what? You deserve this. She told me, it's like, I could bump this up, but then you wouldn't learn. And you know what? She was right. I still didn't learn. Not at all. I had to go to summer school for Latin 2. Supposed to be an entire class. But you know, went to the first one, translated a paragraph, and then the teacher who proctored over it realized that he didn't know Latin and just let me not come in for the rest of the summer. And I passed anyway. Take that. I always win. Oh, 1 week of summer school. One class of summer school. It was great. I should not be allowed to do anything. Not at all. And that's the story of how I had to go to summer school for a year. A whole year. I learned my lesson. I never took Latin again. The privilege. Yeah. So the Latin teacher quit to move because she got married. And she ended up moving away, so they had nobody who actually knew Latin to teach the summer school. So they just said, you know what? We'll write this thing to say that you did it. Please never come back. And then they had to hire a new teacher for the next year, and that was awful. Okay. I don't know how to do this. But the Latin teacher that we had, the one who failed me, was probably one of the best teachers that I had. She was awesome. And I don't know, she never felt like teaching. But she also yelled at me a lot. I probably respect that teacher more than most of my other teachers from high school. But still, she yelled at me a lot. And she was setting up a course for the junior year, what would have been my junior year of high school. It was going to start then. That was going to be mythology and I forget. It was a course on mythology throughout different, basically different cultures. And then she quit after the course was approved, and a bunch of people who generally liked her courses, but it was a very specific style of people, signed up for it. So basically, a new teacher came into a class, probably the worst class that you could have had in the entire school, because it was a course that was based entirely off of the previous teacher's style of teaching and classroom management style. And they brought in a brand new teacher who hadn't taught before, who didn't have knowledge of the course subject coming into it, and didn't know how to handle that group of students at all. It was the worst elective ever. She tried for like 2 weeks, and then she realized that she could never teach that class, gave up, and I think I read the entirety of The Lord of the Rings in that class. The whole trilogy. I don't read The Hobbit. Hobbit's not real, even if it came first. Especially not the show/movies. They're just not real movies. Spanish would have been a much better class than mythology? No, mythology was the best class. I feel really bad for that teacher, because I think she only lasted there a couple years, and that was the only year that that was her introduction to the school, was that class. Like, she had a couple people for like Latin, because Latin was a mandatory class for Latin 1, so everybody in the school had to take it, and she was the only Latin teacher, so she still had that. But every day, she had the worst students from around the school, and I was one of them. I just remembered somebody who I went to school with who was also in that class, who was definitely out of place in that class. I mean, I was out of place too, but I got along. I was one of those people who I can get along with any group, but no group would like invite me out anywhere. I can get along with anybody, but none of them, like, more like a hostage situation where they're hostage to me. You know, you understand. If you're here on this stream, you completely understand what I mean. But there was one student who I generally got along with, and she did not belong in that class in any way, shape, or form. She took the class because it was mythology. I took the class because it was mythology. And I got a history degree eventually. So, you know, I generally like that stuff. But I don't think she expected the other people who would be signing up for said class would be absolute maniacs at all time. Try to imagine you have all of the stoners and the deviants. And then you have that one nerd girl. That was basically that classroom. I think she sat next to me, because I sat in the front row in that class. I wonder if I still have those books, because I bought them on my phone because I didn't want to carry them in. I read so much of that. And then, you know, after like 2 months of that, I don't think she taught anything in that class. Every once in a while she'd hand out like a packet of paper on stuff, but she wouldn't teach anything. That class was dead. Oh my goodness, this music is amazing. Also, it's very loud in my ears. This is probably explaining some of my problems. Where were we? Oh yes, anime. I was reincarnated as the seventh prince, so I can... whatever. It's an isekai, technically, I think. The kid is very magic-based. He's crazy. I've been watching it. Kid is crazy. Watch out. Clinically insane. Chilling in another world with my level 2 super cheap powers. I've sort of been watching it, but I can't explain anything about it. Okay, I'm gonna switch screens real quick. This might break something. I don't know. This thing. This anime right here. Right where I'm blocking. Here, I'll move. I'll get in the way of the ads. For Toy Story 4. This thing, I don't know how to make it bigger. Open image in new tab. This thing, this blurry image. I've been watching this and I can't tell you anything about it. Absolutely not a thing about it. It's one of those isekai where I don't even understand. But here's the trick. This guy, who's the main character, wasn't isekai'd from our world. He was isekai'd from a nearly identical world that's just slightly different to this one. And in his world, he was the one guy who, like, not a slave owner and would treat people nicely. And then he got he got teleported to another world on his lunch break. And was revealed to not have any powers until he got to level 2. Then he had infinite powers. But that's not why I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this because this girl here somehow... Okay, if you guys don't know, my TikTok is non-existent. Like, I go on there, I try to look at stuff. It's not real. It's not real at all. It just recommends me anything under the sun. It's like a kaleidoscope of recommendations, and it doesn't listen to me at all when making them. This girl somehow showed up in my TikTok, and I was like, wait, how? How did you get there? This is like some no-name anime that I don't think anybody besides me would ever watch. How did you find your way to me on a platform that I don't even know how to use? Anyway, I would recommend. This anime is so weird. I think Rant Over, I still have to make that button that does all the things at once. I think Rant Over on that one, I still don't exactly understand what's going on with TikTok, but it tried to recommend me stuff. I've never heard of this one, never heard of that one. Are there other anime that I've seen? The regular Magic High School Season 3 is supposed to be out, but I still haven't watched the Season 2, despite the fact that I've now watched Season 1 5 times. 3 times since Season 2 came out. There's an anime called The New Gate. It's sort of an isekai. It's like an MMORPG isekai, which is an interesting concept after I just started rewatching Log Horizon again. And that one had the same thing. Something crazy happens and then everybody gets stuck in the game. Or this guy gets stuck in the game. But this one seems much poorer written, with a terrible story. I'm gonna watch it. Almost all. The New Gate. I clicked on it because I watched Gate. Any other anime to talk about this season that I'm watching? I've had multiple weeks to decide on what I'm watching, and I still haven't. Decided. I think the only other one that I started watching was The Banished Former Hero Lives as He Pleases. But he doesn't live how he pleased, and he was banished. So I guess half the title is truthful. And it's also pretty meh. I also need to watch Spice and Wolf. Again, this season has just reminded me to watch more, that I stopped watching Spice and Wolf, and I really need to watch Spice and Wolf. I've got a problem. I've got a major problem. And that's the anime ranting done, because I've had 2 weeks to come up with topics to talk about for this stream where I'm coming back, and the only things that I have to talk about are my dentist being absolutely insane and not fixing my tooth, and anime. And also my inability to get this blanket to work. But this song is magnificent. I have an addiction with some little game called Splatoon that I haven't played in like a week and a half now. But, you know, we should fix that. I know, right? I'm so good at this whole thing. Here, I'm gonna hide in the corner for a minute. You know what? This is a better hiding spot. In the corner. I'm in the corner now. I should probably not show that list or that list. Oh my goodness. Sources. Yeah, guys, I found my way to the general chat on my Discord where I added emotes. But you know what? List of Unicode emojis. We're gonna look up some Unicode emojis to finish the announcements and the alerts. Oh my god. I absolutely hate Unicode. Doity in a blankie. Yes, it is. Hi, Datless. I have no clue what I'm doing today. Why does the full emoji list populate one at a time? Why are you loading like this? Oh my goodness. So if you guys didn't know, I have this wonderful list and it's loading one line at a time. One line at a time. This is what my personal hell will be. When I die, this is my eternity. It's still just loading one at a time. What is this? This is frightening. Like, legitimately. Dude. Lungs! That's terrifying. Hi! This is awful. Why is it doing this? We're just watching Unicode website page load one at a time. Absolutely amazing work by me. Oh my goodness. Oh, I might be back because plans and internet. I'm sorry that plans got in the way. Also that the internet got in the way. Hopefully you're able to make it back. Nice to see you though, Datless. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. It's been like 2 weeks since I've had a real stream. I don't count this as a real stream yet. We'll find out at the end. I'm so confused. What is happening? When did we enter the wizard section? I'm just gonna, you know what? Announcements. Edit channel. Announcements. What is this one? I don't know. Let's copy this. There we go. Now announcements is a no, I just want it to be a mage, thanks. I don't know why, but it's the first one that jumped out to me because I was like, why do you exist? This is, by the way, this is exactly how I came up with like half of the emojis that you see on the side. Food and cooking is a watermelon. I tried on art. Gaming was whatever controller looked the worst on dark mode. Hangout. By the way, the entire recent conversation in my Hangout channel is just, why is Hangout chat nuclear? So you guys aren't missing much by not being in there if you're not in there, because that's the entire chat. I legitimately have no clue what's happening. Oh, now we've loaded more. Should we make the alerts a hamster? I don't know. We can make it a rabbit, but rabbit running away. It's not even a polar bear. This is cheating. It's just a bear in ice. Sloth, otter, skunk, kangaroo, badger, animal, bird. Why do we have another section for birds? Oh my goodness. This is our problem with Unicode in the world today. We need alerts. What is the best alert? Is it a butterfly? Is a butterfly a good alert? We can get a cherry blossom. Here. Alerts is a cherry blossom. Just to be nothing like alerts. We're just gonna make these the least representative things ever. We need something fun for schedule. French fries? I don't know. A bowl with a spoon in it. Butter. I don't know. I can't set my watch to butter. What can we set our watch to? Melting ice. This might be the single greatest emoji ever. Mount Fuji looks nothing like Mount Fuji. Oh my goodness, this is actually sad. I feel sorry. You got generic mountained. I apologize. I can make the schedule a school. Or wait, there's a love hotel. Why is that in here? Dude, this is messed up. Unicode's messed up. Look at all this stuff. I don't even know what half of these words mean. Like, what's a church? I don't know. Absolutely not. Other place. Carousel horse? That's funny. How are there so many of these? And when's the last time half of these were used? Who uses monorail? Tram? Tram car? Station, which is just tram with a thing next to it? Oh my goodness. Today we're learning why Unicode is the worst. This is legitimately scary at times. Is that a sloth in a parachute? I'm confused. You know what? Schedule will be a bell. No, it won't, because it looks awful on here. Which clock do we want? We have a 5:30 clock. Yeah, we have a 5:30 clock, and that's when the stream starts on my time. So it'll be a 5:30 clock. Just to prove a point. What that point is, we'll find out next time. Now I'm over here, hiding in the corner again. Do we have any good art programs? Do I have paint.net? I do have paint.net. And that's a miracle. Install the update when I exit. I know you haven't been updated in 30 years. Please install later. Full screen. Here's my canvas. Guys, what are we doing with this paint.net? I don't know, but I hate backgrounds, so let's just get rid of it. That's even better. What if there's a very famous art learning site out there? I'll see if I can find it. I don't know if it's up, so I'm gonna hide it over here. What if we just... No, I want... This is like impossible to find, huh? I remember this thing from forever ago. Does this not exist anymore, or... No, that domain is no longer used. Huh. Well, now I don't have my art learning site. I could swear that was... I could swear that draw a circle. I don't know. I have a video here for another place that's trying to teach you how to learn how to draw, but it's a 2024 website, so I don't know if I trust it. Like, at all. And they sell their learnings. Definitely not the same. Okay, so we're gonna take a pencil and just make some squiggles. Those aren't thick enough. We need to learn how to make thicker. So a brush. Brushes are cool. Let's make it that big. Oh my goodness, we can see it now. This is the greatest art that I've ever done. Here, let's just make it even more SC. Look at that. I don't know if it's an S or I'm just seeing like the world's sharpest turn. Like, look at this. Whee! I've been doing too much eye racing. My brain is broken. I can use this to study. What did Lebanon look like? Hold on. You guys remember that time that I streamed iRacing and it was on that course that I did really bad on? And we watched everybody spin out? I remember it because I made 3 shorts of it over the last week. Because I was trying to test my editing. But that one started with like this weird turn. Into a turn. Into a turn. Down like this. And then it cut very sharply out. And then around here, it turned into a lighter turn into what is going on here? And then it did this thing again before coming all the way down, having a very sharp turn, and then eventually making its way back. And now I'm realizing that I made the worst hand ever. It's only got 2 fingers and a thumb. Huh. That's cool. Here, we'll just draw a smiley face. It'll exist there. This is the pinnacle of art, by the way. You can't do any better than this. He's got an oblong face. He reminds me of Legos. Or maybe even Mega Bloks. I don't know why. And now he reminds me more of Legos. Take that. This is why I'm not allowed to entertain myself. Entertaining myself is not interesting because I am clinically insane. I mean, look at this guy. He looks more watermelon than person. And isn't that just the way? By the way, if you don't know me, hi, my name's Doity. I go on random topics if you let my brain walk. I can be serious at times. Oh. I can't stamp stuff. There we go. That's correct. That's correct. Let's lasso select his head. Close enough. It doesn't need to be good. It just needs to be right. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfection. Wait, what if I do it down here? Who needs an actual head anymore when you have gradient? I like this gradient more. Take that. Okay. Now we get the brush tool and we draw the eyes and the mouth. He's less happy this time and much bigger mouth. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Also, he lost his Lego head. We'll put that back. He needs that. It's the only way. That looks frightening. That is the most monochrome person I've never seen. We should print it. But then I remembered that I don't have a printer on my network. Welcome back to the room where there's no scary drawings of Lego Man. He's gone now. Forever. And it's gonna install whatever update it needed to install. I'm I'm amazing at this. That's gonna take a while, isn't it? I should play Splatoon. That is what I should do today. And if you don't agree with me, oh well. Oh well. Maybe even I will. It finished updating. Now it's gonna launch itself again, despite I closed you. The announcements being a wizard is the best thing ever. That is all. What did I make the title for this stream? It was something weird. Like, did you know I have a stream? Guys, did you know that I have a stream? Oh, I gotta update Splatoon too. Your system will now restart. Fine. You can restart it. I'm so bad at this. I remembered a thing. Splatoon is now slowly starting. Huh. It's just checking if the software can be played. It might check for a while. Guys, you're gonna love this. I have this button. Turn Splatoon on. Isn't that amazing? Oh, blue and orange. What if I just continue to play the Splatoon music over Splatoon? Will anybody notice? Probably. Do you like my Splatoon music over Splatoon? It's amazing. And now it's gone. Welcome to Inkopolis. So I participated a little bit in the Bunny Splatfest that the Bunny people came in like dead last on. We did awful. But right after that, I also did some ranked. And I did the best that I've done since I stopped playing this game after it came out. And that's why we're here today, to see that we're playing Tower Control. Okay, we're playing Tower Control. This is not gonna go well. I am not warmed up in the slightest. I will be shooting and blasting my way through everything. I gotta turn the audio up on my side so that I can hear it. This is the epitome of I have no clue what I'm doing. Kind of like somebody just like slammed the door. Wasn't me. I don't slam doors. Okay, I sometimes slam doors, but not often. Not often enough to have a recognizable sound, you know? You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Okay, to the spotter field. This is Tower Control. This map looks messed up. I have never been on it before. It is too sterile. And there's a pink wall, my favorite map. Look at this. Let's turn this world orange. I'm gonna frontline like I know what I'm doing. But I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, I can't go up that wall, but... help! He did a thing. Help! He did a thing. I died! Okay, we've been done in. But we captured the tower somehow. I'm just gonna... I didn't get that. That's very rude of me. I just jumped on it to stop it from coming. Man, I gotta turn this down on my side. I turned it up so that I'd hear it better. And then I turned it too far up. You know? But it's just deafening. Dude, I can't beat anybody right now. Don't put me on maps that I don't understand. As it turns out, I'm very bad at new things. Okay, we just gotta hit a shot. Hitting a shot would be a good starting point, but it's not gonna happen this game. Have I got a single kill? I don't think so. Oh man, that guy's so long ranged. Oh, I got my kill! Huh. I scared him. And then I jumped off the point, which was the smartest move that I could make. Some people would expect me to be smart or something. Whoa, I got 2 with that. Oh my god, we're winning. How is this happening? I'm just gonna jump to this person and pretend that I had a plan. How odd. I get 2 kills and suddenly I'm gonna blow up. People are chasing me. This is very rude of them. This map has a lot of vertical traversal areas, huh? How did that... Dude, I am useless. I'm useless. Welcome to me being on the team here. I'll just get rid of that. And I'll remember to grab my controller because it's important for me to have a controller. I've always had a controller. No! Okay, the controller's back. How do we feel now that the controller's here? Does it feel like home? I feel like everything's okay in the world suddenly for no real explicable reason. I didn't hit that shot. It was very rude. Okay, they got the guy behind. Ah! I got blown up. It's a very sad world when I have to survive as a squidling. Inkling? Ink squidling octo. I am a firm believer in Inkling supremacy. Mostly because I have never lost as an Inkling. It's impossible for me to imagine such a fate. Whatever. I just want this to go backwards. Words come out of my mouth, but you know, I don't actually hear myself speak. I definitely don't think. If we get that kill on him and jump on there, that's the game, right? How did we not jump on there? We did it! I might be dead at the end, but we did do it. Oh, good. I'll be honest, it took me 3/4 of game to even begin to contribute to that. There's no way I got #1 splatter. That doesn't even begin to make sense. I did so bad. I spent 90% of the game not killing anyone. What were my last, 4 lives like? pause this. I had the most kills in that game. What was... Did you guys see those kills? Because until the end, I didn't get like any. It felt like I was running in and dying, and that's all I was doing. Huh. I mean, I'm playing the most tradey weapon that I have. But still. I guess I got like 3 or 4 kills with the Trizuka. That probably helped a bit. You don't feel those kills because you're brawling. Oh, good, we're back on this map. Just what I always wanted. And the blaster's back. Like, I should be pushing. I understand this logically. But I also understand logically that I am very scared of the other team. I killed someone with that. Haha. Ha 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 ha. He's still trying to shoot me to get me. And he died trying to chase me for a kill there. I do love the fact that I have that effect on people, but if we can all just stay focused on the fact that I still have no clue what I'm doing. This guy's getting rained on. Does he even have a parade to rain on? Are we winning currently? I'm just gonna hide here. I'm gonna jump on this because I feel like somebody should carry our dreams towards the future. I got a triple kill! What just happened? What was that? Oh my goodness. Okay, that was the strangest win because I don't know where that came from. We got a knockout. I am amazing, the best, the overall splatter, the record score setter. Wait, how am I the record what now? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right at all. I went 8 and I killed 8 people? I know I killed like 4 or 5, but 8? Yeah. I have no recollection of these kills, but apparently I'm getting them. I remember that one guy died because he kept shooting at me. At the beginning, I didn't really do much else. I didn't farm my special fast enough at the beginning to really turn the tide of anything. So today we are learning that I, first of all, do have a stream. It exists. And I don't know what to do on it, but it does exist. And also, I just realized something. The oral surgeon that I went to might think I'm clinically insane. Or a Daisy fan, which would be clinically insane, I think, according to Knox. I realized that when I went to the oral surgeon, I had my jacket on. And you guys might not remember this, or you might remember it. I don't know what you guys remember. But a couple weeks ago, Eclair got me the Daisy pin from the throne page. And I put it on the jacket because that's what people do. They use pins. And I'm just now realizing that when I went there, I had the jacket on. It was there the whole time. Hiya, Claire. I was just talking about the pin. The pin! But yeah, no, I had it on my jacket when I went, and I wear my jacket a lot of the time when I go out, even in the middle of the summer, because I don't know, I'm that kind of person. I always have a jacket on, even now on stream. Yeah, the daisy pin. And I'm just now realizing that it was on there the whole time. I am so dead. Wow. This stream started as a just chatting stream, and it only became Splatoon because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I told all of the things. I gave all of the updates that I had, which is I don't have updates. I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. I took the last stream that I did last Monday, and I used it to practice trying to make a template for shorts. And, like, that's all that I've done. I accidentally that guy. Yeah, my mouth led to a problem where I couldn't fall asleep, so I'd have to wait until I was utterly exhausted to fall asleep. I couldn't fall asleep normally, and I don't have melatonin. Don't ask why, but I don't. Even if you ask why, the answer is just because I don't. Like, there's nothing crazy about the answer. Double kill! Wait, how did you die? So I would just exhaust myself to sleep, basically. And I didn't have a sleep schedule because of it, so I would never be awake when stream was supposed to start. Because I'd be dead. Either that or I'd be in pain. It really does depend on the day, but sometimes I'd be in pain, sometimes I would be too exhausted to stream. And I think over the last couple weeks, I've really been trying to do this thing where if I'm not feeling good enough to stream, I don't force myself to stream, because that was something that I was doing for a while. But without streaming, I don't really have a lot of stuff to make shorts from. I have my entire backlog, but let's be honest, I'm bad at backlogging. Going through that stuff. It's an okay rule to have until you don't stream for 2.5 weeks. Then it feels like a very painful rule to have. But yeah, no, I've been playing some Guild Wars recently. I've been playing Honkai some more, trying to get dailies done in that. Genshin some more, trying to get stuff done in that. Yeah, we started playing Guild Wars again literally yesterday. And the reason I started playing Guild Wars again is because I started watching Log Horizon last week. Again, I rewatched most of the first season now. I'm trying to catch up on season. To basically just catch up on the show. I only had 2 deaths that game. All of these games are a surprise to me. But yeah, no, I started rewatching Log Horizon, and that's like a bunch of people, MMO, stuck in game type anime. And I was like, I want to play an MMO. And I was like, what MMO do I have that I don't have to pay a subscription for? And it was Guild Wars 2 or New World. And that made my decision super easy. Answer was Guild Wars 2. So now I have a boosted level 80 Mesmer. And we're trying to learn how the game works. That is all. I remember there was somebody, I think it was Cat Mom, who was trying to get me, who wanted me to play Guild Wars a while back. I was like, I'll play it if it's, I don't know. I have so many things I'm trying to do lately. Like, I have the entire to-do list, and then over the weekend I had something to do on Saturday, so it didn't feel like a real day to me. And then I realized that I didn't do anything for my to-do list at all over the weekend. So then today it was filled with stuff to do, and I'm just like, oops. Oh well. Time to fix it. I'm the best around. No one's ever gonna keep me down. But yeah, no, I'm trying to play a support DPS in Guild Wars. I always like playing more supporty characters, although I guess in SWTOR, which was my main MMO for a long time, I just played a pure DPS. My raid days in SWTOR were weird. I did some hardcore raiding in that way back when. And my favorite story from SWTOR raid DPSing actually came a couple weeks after I started my job at the Amazon warehouse. Because that's when I started. It was a 2011 MMO, guys. 2011 MMO. So I had joined a guild and we were raiding for a while, and I started a job that completely intersected with the raid time. So basically I wouldn't be able to go on the raids. There was a new raid coming out, and it was supposed to be like the most complicated one yet. And it was, but the executive decision was made that I was not going to be on the raid team for it because, you know, couldn't show up to the raids due to job that I had gotten. So fast forward like a month and a half after they, you know, started it, we're trying to beat it and me working, and they were having trouble clearing one of the bosses. They couldn't do it. And I had 1 week, I think we were raiding on like a Thursday or something. We had 1 week where I didn't need to go into work on a Thursday. And their quote unquote worst DPS, the guy who just kept messing up, happened to miss that same day. So they just subbed me in for that 1 week. And to put it in perspective, there are 5 bosses in the raid. They kept getting stuck at boss 3. Like they couldn't get past it. And they would raid twice a week, so they had like 8 hours to get through it. That one day, we beat every boss in that raid, and that one night, and they didn't have anything to do on their weekend run because of it. I'm not saying that I'm good at raiding. I'm just saying that we had probably one of the worst DPS I've ever played the game with. And he didn't show up. Welcome back, Deatless. Hopefully your internet and the plan aren't in the way. Sadly, there are some other things surrounding that make the achievement much sillier. Like, it's not really that impressive that happened, because the 1 week that I came back, there happened to be a bug that made one of the fights much easier. But it was a bug that happened in a fight that was after the one that they couldn't get past anyway. If I can get a team together, I can show off the easy mode of that. One. We'd need 8 people, though. It's my favorite raid in Star Wars: The Old Republic. But we would need 8 people. And I don't have 8 people. Dude, I hate shooting downhill. I absolutely hate shooting downhill. It's also been like 4 years since I've done that raid hard. Well, it's 4 years since I've done that raid, and probably closer to 10 years since I've done it hard mode. So even if we had 8 people to do it hard mode with, I don't think I would be able to remember how to do it. Oh, we killed each other so bad. Can we get on there just to end the game? There we go, 4 in a row. We are doing so great. So, yeah, this one happened the last time that I played this. I don't understand what's happening, because I came back and we weren't doing well for a while. And then I took like a week break, came back to play 1 game. And I went 4-0 in my series before losing 2 and then going 5-2 to win the series out. And this time we're doing almost the same thing. We're currently 4-0 with 1 game left to win in this, to be done with the series. That was my worst game yet. And it's the only one on a map that I understood. See, we're 4 wins, 0 losses today. Even though I really think we should have lost that first game. Where's Isol? Isol was the healer in that run, where I substituted as a DPS. Yo, Isol and I had a really weird history in SOTOR raiding. I started raiding really early in that game, but we also didn't join a guild for a long time, like at least a year after we started raiding, it felt like. I think it took our servers closing for us to join a guild. We switched the server. We had to switch servers, which means the group that we had sort of disappeared automatically. But yeah, no, we just randomly joined raids, like pugged raids, just random people raids. And then through that, I remember I had on my tank a list of like 40 people of different roles that we'd just play hard mode raids with. We were never in like a group with them. What we would do is we'd hop around, like we had people from different guilds who just wanted to randomly run stuff on their alts or whatever. And every once in like we would just hop around from guild to guilds, like Ventrilo servers, and any given day of the week, and just run hard mode raids with them. And then our server got shut down. We lost contact with a lot of those people when that happened. Which sort of sucks. But a lot of people also just sort of stop playing the game, which is its own thing. Can't really blame them for that. I'm just gonna turn and run. No! Oh, I got somebody with that. But yeah, no, because of that, we ended up on the new server. Actually, funnily enough, we got into the guild that we were in, that we did all that raiding with, after a little bit because of some trouble. So we joined a guild that ended up shutting down due to infighting right after we joined it. So we needed to find another guild, and somebody who had seen us from that shutdown ended up inviting us to the guild that we ended up joining. It was all weird. My SOTOR history is just as weird as my streaming history, I'll be honest. That deletes bombs? I don't know if I've done this riddle before, but I couldn't remember any of my riddles anyway, so I went with it. This one really shouldn't be that hard. We are gonna lose this game so badly, though. Oh, this is exactly how my last one went. I need to back up. I just needed the backup there. I'm not really contributing to the team in any valuable way. The riddle's not that hard. I think you guys got this one. I didn't get the third hit. I didn't get the third hit. I didn't get the third hit. I went from just chatting the Splatoon in no time, guys. But for anybody wondering who wasn't here at the beginning, none of the stuff with my mouth has actually been solved. What was that? He should have been dead. It's literally, the dentists are just sort of dragging out, fixing my mouth problems. How did he not get killed from that? I am doing an awful job of hitting 3 shots, apparently. That was desperation. But I think they just won it there, because I don't see us stopping them. Wait, I was on that. How did they win? Sad life. Okay, so we got our first loss. We have to win one of our next 2 games. One of 2. Can I say something? I could swear I forgot to turn something on in this stream, because when I was going to set it up, I couldn't remember half the stuff today. I couldn't remember half the things that I had to do. Why did I do that? Literally, my brain was like, you need to stream. You have your model ready? Is your tracking on your phone turned on? Is the riddle updated? Is the stream bot command thing generated? Did you remember to get water? It took a while for me to get water. Is the audio properly running from your computer to everything? Is the capture card working? Me and the stupid water. Bum, bum. Oh, hey, we're back on this map. Hi, Panda. How you doing? I don't know how I feel about this map or... Wow, about the eliter that's shooting at us. I'm just gonna prepare my anti-eliter stuff. We lost the lead. That's not good. It means I can get more anti-eliter things, though. A little tired. How about you? Dentist really didn't solve anything with my mouth yet. I have another appointment on Friday to look at that. Well, I killed the eliter. Oh, thank goodness we have multiple explosives. I have to set up some appointments with some doctors that have been screwed up over the past couple weeks. I don't want them coming this way. Yep, I am a good jump point. I want this guy out of here. Oh, I got raccoon! I'm gonna try a new game. Uh-oh, that's dangerous. As I said earlier, I just got back into Guild Wars 2, and by get back into, I mean, I guess we're hitting endgame for the first time.